Welcome to a journey of deep exploration and self-discovery. Today we will venture into a concept that has intrigued human beings for centuries: parallel realities. This idea has captivated the minds of philosophers, scientists, spiritual leaders, and thinkers across the globe. The notion that we might be living just one of countless possible versions of our life in a vast, interconnected multiverse is one that challenges everything we know about reality. Parallel realities, also known as parallel universes or the multiverse, suggest that there are infinite versions of reality, each coexisting alongside one another, housing different versions of ourselves. These realities are shaped by our decisions, thoughts, and energies, creating a branching web of alternate timelines where every possibility can play out. From making small choices to grand life-altering decisions, every possibility exists somewhere in these infinite realms. In this video, we will dive deep into the nature of these parallel realities and explore how they could potentially impact our lives. But more importantly, we will look into the idea that we can connect with other versions of ourselves and even receive guidance from them. Imagine having access to the wisdom, experiences, and perspectives of a version of yourself that has already walked the paths you are contemplating. What lessons could they share? What insights could they offer that might illuminate your present choices and challenges? The origins and evolution of the parallel reality concept. To truly grasp the idea of parallel realities, it's essential to trace its roots. While the term parallel realities, or multiverse, may sound modern, the essence of this concept has deep historical and philosophical foundations. Ancient spiritual traditions across the world have long held beliefs in multiple realms of existence. These philosophies suggest that the universe is not limited to the material world we experience, but is vast and multidimensional, containing layers of reality that are unseen to the naked eye. In Hindu philosophy, for instance, the concept of lokas refers to different planes of existence, each housing different forms of consciousness and reality. Similarly, Buddhism speaks of the 10 worlds, which represent different states of being and consciousness, ranging from hellish realms of suffering to enlightened, godlike states. These teachings propose that, depending on our thoughts and actions, we can shift between these worlds, experiencing different versions of reality. Indigenous cultures also hold the belief in multiple realities. Many Native American traditions speak of dream worlds, or spirit worlds, where souls can travel, interact, and gain wisdom. These realities, they believe, exist parallel to our waking world and are accessible through dreams, rituals, and meditation. In more modern times, the scientific exploration of parallel realities began with the advent of quantum mechanics. Quantum physicists like Erwin Schrödinger and Hugh Everett III brought forth the idea of the multiverse. Schrödinger's famous thought experiment involving a cat in a box, Schrödinger's cat, illustrated how, on a quantum level, a particle, or in the case of the cat, its state of being alive or dead, can exist in multiple states at once until observed. This concept of superposition has laid the foundation for the idea that all possibilities exist simultaneously in different realities, even if we are only able to perceive one at a time. Everett's many worlds interpretation further expanded on this by suggesting that every time a quantum measurement is made, the universe splits, creating a new branch of reality for every possible outcome. In each of these new branches, different versions of events play out, leading to the possibility that there are an infinite number of parallel universes, each containing a different version of you and your life. The intersection of spiritual wisdom and modern science. Although spiritual wisdom and quantum physics may seem worlds apart, they converge in some fascinating ways, each shedding light on the possibility that our reality is but one of many, intertwined with countless others. While science provides a structural, mathematical framework for understanding how parallel universes might exist, spiritual teachings offer insight into how these alternate realities can influence our consciousness, choices, and experiences. From a spiritual perspective, parallel realities are seen as layers of consciousness that vibrate at different frequencies. Ancient teachings tell us that we exist not only in the physical realm, but also in other dimensions that are less dense and more refined. In these higher dimensions, time and space do not operate in the same linear fashion as they do here. Instead, multiple possibilities, pasts and futures, exist simultaneously. A soul, as many traditions believe, has the ability to traverse these dimensions, experiencing different realities as part of its evolution and growth. On the other hand, quantum physics gives us a more tangible glimpse into the mechanics of how parallel universes could work. The principle of quantum superposition reveals that, on a fundamental level, particles can exist in multiple states at once. This indicates that every possible outcome of a particle's behavior exists simultaneously until it is observed. When we observe it, the particle collapses into a single state, but all other possibilities continue to exist in alternate, unobserved realities. This scientific insight has led to the hypothesis that our universe may not be the only one, that in fact, there may be an infinite number of parallel universes where every possible variation of events and outcomes is playing out. These parallel universes exist simultaneously, separated only by the thin barriers of quantum probabilities and different dimensions of existence. In some of these universes, our lives may be very similar to the one we are living now, while in others, they may be drastically different. The multiverse and our decisions. Imagine for a moment that every time you make a decision, a new parallel reality is created. In one version, you take a particular path. Perhaps you decide to move to a new city. In another, you choose to stay where you are. Each decision creates a new branch in the web of realities, with each branch leading to a different outcome. In each of these parallel realities, there's a version of you that continues to exist, living out the consequences of the choices that were made. These versions of yourself in parallel realities are not just theoretical constructs. They are deeply connected to you. The idea is that because all realities are part of the same multiverse, they are all connected by the same underlying consciousness. This means that the version of you in this reality is connected to all other versions of yourself in different realities. These connections create an intricate web of energetic and spiritual ties through which wisdom, guidance, and even emotions can flow. From this perspective, it becomes possible to tune into these alternate versions of yourself, to receive insights, guidance, and even warnings from these other timelines. This is where the concept of signs from parallel realities comes into play, recognizing signs of communication from parallel versions of yourself. So how do you know if a version of yourself from a parallel reality is trying to communicate with you? What are the signs that you should be paying attention to? Let's explore some of the most common ways that these parallel realities may intersect with our current experience. 1. Déjà vu. One of the most widely recognized phenomena that may be linked to parallel realities is the experience of déjà vu. Déjà vu is that eerie sensation of having already experienced something before. Even though it seems impossible, you might be having a conversation with a friend, walking down a street, or encountering a specific situation, and suddenly it feels as if you've been there before. The experience is often fleeting, leaving you with a sense of familiarity that you can't quite place. Many people believe that déjà vu is a sign that you are momentarily aligned with a parallel version of yourself. It's as if, for a brief moment, the veil between realities thins, and you catch a glimpse of another timeline where you have already experienced this event. In this way, déjà vu serves as a reminder that our reality is just one of many, and that the experiences we are having here may also be playing out in other versions of our life. Some spiritual traditions interpret déjà vu as a form of soul memory, a recognition of something your soul has already experienced in another dimension or timeline. This could be seen as a way of your soul communicating with you, offering you a momentary glimpse of the larger web of realities in which you exist. 2. Synchronicities. Another powerful sign that a parallel version of yourself may be trying to communicate with you is the occurrence of synchronicities. Synchronicities are those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfectly timed to be mere chance. For example, you might be thinking about a certain person, and then they suddenly call you out of the blue, or you might be contemplating a significant life change, and everywhere you look, you see symbols, numbers, or messages that seem to be guiding you toward a specific decision. These synchronicities can be interpreted as signs from the universe, but they may also be messages from a parallel version of yourself, one who has already made the decision you are contemplating. Imagine that in another reality, you have already made the choice to pursue a new career, move to a different city, or start a new relationship. The version of you in that reality may be sending you signs, nudging you toward the same path in your current life. Synchronicities often appear when we are on the verge of making a significant decision or change in our lives. They can serve as a form of guidance, helping us to see that the path we are considering has already been walked by a version of ourselves in another reality. These signs may appear in the form of repeating numbers, such as seeing 1111 on the clock, symbols, dreams, or even encounters with people who seem to offer just the right advice at the right time. 3. Vivid dreams and lucid dreaming dreams are another powerful way in which we may connect with parallel versions of ourselves. In many spiritual traditions, dreams are seen as windows into other dimensions or realities. When we dream, our soul is not bound by the limitations of time and space, and it can travel to other realms of existence. This includes parallel realities. Pay attention to vivid dreams where you seem to be living a different life. In these dreams, you may find yourself in situations that are familiar yet different. You might be in a place you know, but the circumstances are not what they are in your waking life. These dreams could be glimpses into a parallel reality where you have made different choices and are living out the consequences of those decisions. Lucid dreaming, in particular, offers a unique opportunity to consciously explore parallel realities. Lucid dreaming occurs when you become aware that you are dreaming and can take control of the dream's direction. In this state, you can set the intention to connect with a parallel version of yourself. By doing so, you can ask questions, receive guidance, and even gain insights into the paths you might take in your waking life. Keeping a dream journal is an excellent way to track these experiences. Over time, you may begin to notice patterns or recurring themes in your dreams that offer clues about your connection to parallel realities. 4. Feeling out of place or disoriented. Have you ever felt as though you don't quite belong in a particular situation or even in your own life? This feeling of being out of place or disoriented may be a sign that you are momentarily aligned with a parallel reality. These moments of disorientation can occur when the boundaries between realities become thin, allowing you to feel the presence of another version of yourself. For example, you might walk into a room and suddenly feel as though something is off, even though everything appears normal. This could be a subtle indication that, in a parallel reality, the circumstances in that room are different. These moments of disorientation can serve as reminders that our reality is not fixed but fluid, constantly shifting and evolving. How to connect with parallel versions of yourself. Now that we've explored the signs that a parallel version of yourself may be trying to communicate with you, let's talk about how you can actively connect with these alternate versions. By doing so, you can gain valuable insights and guidance that can help you navigate your current life. 1. Meditation and visualization. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for connecting with parallel versions of yourself. Through meditation, you can quiet your mind, enter a state of deep relaxation, and set the intention to connect with other versions of yourself. Visualization techniques can be particularly effective in this process. To begin, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take several deep breaths to center yourself. Once you are in a relaxed state, visualize yourself standing at a crossroads, with multiple paths branching out in front of you. Each path represents a different reality, one where you have made different choices and are living a different life. As you stand at this crossroads, set the intention to connect with a parallel version of yourself. Imagine yourself stepping onto one of the paths and walking toward a version of you who has already made the choices you are contemplating. As you approach this version of yourself, ask for guidance. What wisdom does this version of you have to offer? What insights can they share that will help you in your current situation? Take your time with this visualization, allowing yourself to fully engage with the experience. Once you feel that you have received the guidance you need, thank this parallel version of yourself and return to the crossroads. From there, you can explore other paths and connect with other versions of yourself, each offering unique perspectives and insights. 2. Dream journaling. As we mentioned earlier, dreams are powerful windows into parallel realities. By keeping a dream journal, you can track your dreams and begin to notice patterns that may reveal connections to parallel versions of yourself. Each morning, upon waking, take a few moments to jot down any dreams you remember. Pay attention to dreams where you are living a different life or making different choices than you are in your waking reality. Over time, you may notice recurring themes or symbols in your dreams that offer clues about your connection to parallel realities. These dreams can provide valuable insights into the paths you are considering in your current life and help you make more informed decisions. 3. Energy work and chakra balancing. Energy work, such as Reiki or chakra balancing, can help you align your energy centers and make it easier to tune into the subtle energies of parallel realities. Our energy field, or aura, is like a tuning fork that resonates with different frequencies. When our energy is balanced and aligned, we are more attuned to the vibrations of other realities and can more easily receive guidance from parallel versions of ourselves. By working with a skilled energy healer, or by practicing energy work on your own, you can clear any energetic blockages that may be preventing you from accessing parallel realities. This process can help you raise your vibration and become more receptive to the insights and wisdom of your alternate selves. Final thoughts. Embracing the infinite possibilities of parallel realities. The concept of parallel realities opens up a world of infinite possibilities. By connecting with parallel versions of yourself, you can gain valuable insights, receive guidance, and explore the many different paths your life could take. Whether through meditation, dreams, or synchronicities, these connections offer a deeper understanding of your own existence and the choices you make. As you move forward on your journey, remember that you are not limited to the reality you are currently experiencing. There are infinite versions of you, each living out a different possibility, and each offering unique wisdom and guidance. By tuning into these parallel realities, you can expand your consciousness, explore new possibilities, and ultimately create a more fulfilling and empowered life. The multiverse is waiting for you. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and step into the infinite possibilities of parallel realities.